This is Dr. Caudill Miller, day 4 in the life of Dr. Caudill Miller, and today was mainly procedure day, Botox day. 40 years ago, we drove to Vanderbilt. I trained at UAB in Birmingham. We drove to Vanderbilt to get Botox training because no one was doing it here. And Dr. Davis, who's apparently still there, spent a lot of time with us. It was really a lot of fun. But for 40 years, really, all we did Botox for was for dystonias. And one of the main ones was hemifacial spasm. Main two were hemifacial spasm and Blepharospasm. Today I saw a guy, face twitching like that. So we gave him Botox around his eye, and a little bit out this way. You got to be careful. You don't want to paralyze the mouth. And I always tell them, wait 2 weeks. It may not work at all the first 2 weeks. And we have people periodically call in 5 days, this stuff ain't working. We tell them to give it a little time. Give it 2 weeks, it'll kick in. I always have my patients ice it because it keeps the medicine from being diffused away. So ice it in the waiting room and ice it afterwards. And so he should do good. I had another lady with Blepharospasm where eye just blinking. Some people do it bilaterally like that. So I inject it around their eye. Same thing, ice it first, give it a couple of weeks, it'll kick in and last 3 months. The insurance won't pay for it, but every 3 months, and it usually will last that long. Some people it lasts longer. It will never go away, so these patients will get Botox forever. I saw another patient, and I don't do a ton of dystonia, but it had a stroke, a lot of painful dystonia, so I put 300 units in their biceps. And that was, same thing, give it a couple of weeks. And it usually seems to last longer when you do an extremity. You got to be real careful because Botox does paralyze. So if you're doing around the eye, if you do it right here in the center, orbicularis oculi, we mentioned this before, it can shut your eye for 3 months. If you got a strong biceps and you put Botox in it, it'll paralyze it. That's why we don't can vegetables and fruits and all that anymore, because of Botox toxicity. And back in the day, people would die from respiratory depression from eating, canned vegetables that had Botox. And the last one was a patient with what they used to call wry neck torticollis. This muscle was pulling the head this way, just terrible, terrible pain. So usually it was a prime mover, a sternocleidomastoid, and then the cervical paraspinal muscle back here. I inject it here and here and give it a couple of weeks. They usually kick in and they do real, real well. So that was sort of Botox procedure day. Very interesting day, sort of a fun day, not a lot of thinking because we know what they have and we're just doing the injections. So this is Dr. Caudill Miller, the Brain Doctor. Like, comment, subscribe. More later.